Hello and welcome back. In one of the previous videos, we saw how to attach trailer to a truck. Now I want to do some improvements. I want to make it possible to attach and detach trailer in-game, like in this video. So let's start. This is setup that we have from previous videos. We have this truck, we have this trailer. Trailer has a configurable joint. First thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to separate trailer from a truck. So connected body set none and motion and angular motion by all axes set by 3. I'm just going to enable collisions. That way movement of a trailer is limited by colliders. Let's move away the truck and see what is happening when we press play. As expected, trailer is separated from the truck, but since there are no front wheels, trailer is falling down. So what am I going to do now? Since there is no stand, I will invent one. I will just create new object as a child object of a trailer and set up box collider. This way trailer will not fall down and truck can come under the trailer. Now let's add one more action for attaching and detaching trailer. Open our car input action that we prepared before. Add new action, value button. And choose your command. I will use Shift for attaching and detaching the trailer. We are going to need a script for this. And we are going to need few more objects. I will place the one on a truck and one on a trailer. At the exact point where truck and trailer are connected. And the exact coordinates for those points we will find in configurable joint component of a trailer. So as a child object of a trailer, I am making a coupler point, and coordinates for that one I will take from anchor from configurable joint from a trailer. You can see on a trailer how that point is now exactly where connection is going to be. We do same for a truck. We make a child object hitch point, and I'll take coordinates from connected anchor from configurable joint. Setup is ready for now. Let's do some coding. This is a script that is going to be attached to a trailer. So I'm going to make a rigid body variable. And when the game starts, I will load that component into the variable. Few more references we need. Transform component of hitch point and coupler point. a reference to the stand of a trailer, a reference to a rigid body of a truck, a reference to a component configurable joint, and one boolean which will store information: is trailer attached to a truck or not. Update loop we are not going to need. And let's make a procedure where we are going to handle user input. I will name it on attach, so everything the same way as before. This line is to ensure that nothing is done if the button is not pressed. And if the button is pressed, and if trailer is attached, we call function detach trailer, or else we call function attach trailer. Now let's make those two procedures. The idea how to attach the trailer is first to completely stop truck and a trailer, then disable physics, drag a trailer to a truck, and enable physics again. So first, completely stop movement of trailer and a truck. We'll do that by setting up linear and angular velocity to 0, both for a trailer and a truck. And most important, to disable the physics, set parameter is kinematic of the rigid body to true. Then disable game object stand because we don't need it when the trailer is attached. Now I will make local variable offset, which will store distance from the trailer and coupler point of a trailer. And then using transform, I will just move trailer to the hitch point of a truck plus the offset that we calculated. Now we need to configure joint. So for connected body of the joint, we will just put a rigid body of a truck and lock all the motion by all the axes using this command. We do the same for all three axes. And in the end, turn back the physics on using iskinematic. This is not the best way to do it. You will see later why, but for now we will just leave it like that. and set up boolean is trailer attached to true. Now procedure for detaching. This one is a little bit more simpler. Opposite from before, we just set all the motions to free. And set up connected body to null. Don't forget to enable the stand. And let's see how does that look. We have some more setup to do. Attach the script to the trailer. And drag object to respective fields. Hitch point of a truck, coupler point of a trailer, stand of a trailer, truck to the field rigid body of a truck, and configurable joint. Add component player input to the trailer, so we can attach or detach trailer using button. Set up that component the same way as before. But now set up only on attach procedure. And let's see what we have done. So now when I press shift button, trailer will come to a truck and it will fly a little bit. I mentioned this before, we need to change our procedure. Detaching works, but I cannot attach it back. Let's check why. First, in detach procedure, I forgot to set boolean back. Problem with physics is that in the same frame, I'm trying to disable physics, move trailer, configure joint, and enable physics again. So the physics velocity didn't settle before I enable physics back. To avoid that, I will just make one coroutine, wait for one frame in that coroutine, and then enable physics back. I will call that procedure after configuring the joint. And that should work. Let's check. So truck and trailer stay completely still while attaching. detaching works, attaching back works. What I want to do next is to make attaching only possible when trailer is close to attaching point. To do that, first I will make box colliders in both hitch point and coupler point. Box collider from hitch point I will mark as a trigger. So I want that attaching is possible only when these two colliders are overlapping. We need one more small script. Let's go back to coding. We don't need this. I need only procedures for on trigger enter and on trigger exit. In a previous script from a trailer, I will make one more variable, boolean static. We need to access that variable from the script that we are making right now. And that variable will store information. Can we attach the trailer or no? So this procedure, as its name says, will do something when some collider enter the trigger. When that happens, we will check what is the tag of the object that is entering trigger. And if the tag is the one that we are expecting, we will set boolean attaching is possible to true. Do the same for procedure on trigger exit, just opposite. Go back to our trailer script. In procedure for attaching, we make condition that attaching possible is true, and procedure is going to be executed only in that case. Back to our scene. Make sure that tag of the coupler point object is the one that we are expecting. Let's double check. Attach the script that we just made to hitch point object. And let's see what we got. So now I am trying with shift to attach the trailer, but it doesn't work when truck is far from the trailer. And what is happening now? So collider of a truck is hitting collider of a coupler point. We can fix that. Just adjust size of the collider to avoid colliding with the truck. Check again. Okay, now it works how we want. That would be all for today. Thanks for watching.